Gym, the place I train in, my private training. And today it's a boxing day. I always do sparring on Wednesday, and you guys can check it out a little bit. You know, something I have passion, training, and I love boxing. And then that's it. Thank you for you guys coming, and I'm here for open for any question.
How long has the gym been open for?
I think it's gonna be not open for public, but 1 year usually. Yes, we did it very special. Everything we think a lot of things. And I don't know if you see the wall having an arena, and when I train for my first 5FC, I have it one wall and then paint everything. We put the same thing. For me, it's really special when I fought first time FC. It's like something my fans helped me get it, and then have little things, very good details.
So as you mentioned, you love boxing, you're into that. There's been like rumors and stuff like that about a possible match between you and like Cecilia Bridges and from boxing. Any truth to that? Is that something you're interested in?
Really quick, when you guys ask your question, just introduce yourself and where you're from so that we know who we're answering, please.
Yeah, so it's Sebastian Martinez, MMA Net.se.
Okay, you know something, when I start training boxing. And I started training like 3 months, and then I asked my coach, I said, I would like to do one fight. And they say, Cris, you know, one place for you can have fight, and then the people very know about, it's shoot box. You need to go shoot box. And when I started training shoot box, I stopped training boxing with him. But I really started in boxing. This is one dream. You know, if I have one day opportunity for fight on boxing, I would like to do. It's something, one dream I would like to do. And about Cecilia, you know, I went to her a couple fights. And before I went to her couple fights, she's mentioned my name after her fights. And you know, for me, you're gonna be honored to fight her. You know, she's big name in boxing, and for me, it'll be cool. You know, it's a living God hands if I have the opportunity for sure. I like challenge myself. You know, of course, I need to only train boxing because I don't train only boxing. I train 3 times a week. And do 1 day sparring, boxing only. But you know, I have to train a lot of things about MMA. I have to train wrestling, jiu-jitsu, you know, Muay Thai. There's a lot of things I have to put together, and everyone's different, you know. And then for do boxing, I need to like 3 months, 6 months training only boxing for me to do one match. Thank you.
Cris, Gabriel for Cage Side Press. Amanda's obviously the bantamweight champion moving up. How do you stay motivated? Because everyone says she's just too small for Cyborg. Cyborg's just too powerful. How do you stay focused even though a lot of people think you're just a favorite?
You know, the first thing, I don't read anything what people write. You know, I don't check anything. My team take care sometimes, you know, I was on Instagram talk to my fans. But I really don't try to see anything what talk about my opponent. You know, I just focus on my training. And if she's small, she's big, you know, she challenged me, and she said gonna be ready. And if she's coming from 135 from 145, you know, for me it doesn't matter. She fought before 145, and I think she's gonna be ready, and I think it'll be a great fight.
People are also still thinking, like, could this be Cris Cyborg's last UFC fight? Obviously, you've been in the media talking about you haven't renegotiated a deal. Is that still the case? Is it still up in the air?
You know, I have one more fight. No, this one, I have another one after. But you know, I leave my manager take care of this. But for now, I'm really happy for this opportunity to fight again. End of the year, same did with Holly. I think it's gonna be great end of the year too. Thank you.
Cris, Mark Money from MMAfighting.com. Everyone on your team is wearing the Key Brazil Creonte free shirt. Can you please explain the significance of that phrase and what it means?
You know, in Brazil, before they call Creonte, it's like one name, it's like trader. Because everybody asked me, Cris, you want to fight Amanda? I said, man, I don't want to fight Amanda. We share the same flag. She's the champion, and I would like, one dream I have in my heart, I'd like to see all the girls in UFC champion, like the UFC guys happen one time. And then she's calling me out, everybody feel that, you know, because I always promote all the girls, and I always promote the Brazilians, you know, and it is the dream that come true. And then they'll come, but then she said, and I think after I fought her, and I'm training hard for beat her, I don't think people are gonna look at her like the champion. You know, she's the champion 135. Okay, she's gonna fight me, she's not gonna lose her belt because she's 135. But everybody gonna remember her fight. You know, and everybody thinking they're gonna look at her like the world champion 135. But you know, and then this is just the Creonte. It's about, I saw her to share against one Brazilian, Jessica Andrade, and she's fought one another girl, and you know, Brazil always together, you know, and if you want to share somebody against, you have to be high. You know, you cannot show everybody you against Brazilians, and you never have to forget where you come from. This is the goal.
Do you think she forgot where she came from?
I don't say that. I say you never have to forget where you come from.
Hi there. I'm Bridget from Irish ETV. Thanks so much for talking to us. We've got Conor McGregor, two Brazilians together. I mean, that is just so exciting for Brazil. Who are they going to root for? I mean, it's really exciting, just the two of you. It's almost an indulgence for Brazil.
It's everybody in Brazil say the broken heart this day. Have to split all the fans. But I think gonna be great fight for the women's MMA. Gonna be do 2 title fights, and Amanda have great style for we can do great fight. Maybe can be the fight the night. Friday night it'll be great fight. And for sure, who's with me gonna be with me, and who's gonna be her with her, and then just have to be amazing fight. It's a sport, something great to do, and that's it.
And can you explain to us a little bit about your technique? What are you going to do? What way are you going to start this?
I always train everything, and everybody know why I like to do. I like kill my girls. My girls I fought, and then I have 5 rounds to do this, and I try to do my best. And I train everything. I train jiu-jitsu, wrestling. Everything can happen this fight. I'm gonna be ready for everything happen. But everybody knows my goal. Everybody knows Cyborg. I like to KO. If I have the opportunity to be me, maybe. But if I have a good KO, it's something I can. Maybe Amanda can give you the opportunity for me to show a little bit more about Cyborg. But I'm ready for everything.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cris, do you still fear that she may not be at the fight in 2 weeks? I know you had said that you wanted a backup just in case she doesn't come.
It's not like a fear, but it's like I'm gonna wait 9 months for a fight. My last fight in March, and everybody just getting paid if you fight. And I have bills to pay, and then I trained this 9 months, and I think it's no fair. You getting ready for a fight, is something happen. Can happen with me, or can happen with her. But with me never happened, and with her a couple times happened the day before the fight. And I don't want something happen like same have Valentina, you're getting ready, you work, you pay your coach, and you're getting paid. And then because this I ask somebody behind in the back, if something happens, she can fight, I can fight. I think it's fair. We have to be prepared and be ready for this.
So Catherine Donald's fighting Megan Anderson on the same card. Would you fight one of them in case something happens with Amanda?
Yes, for sure. I'm training for Amanda, but if something happens, the champion have to be ready for anybody. And then I proved this in March when I said to fight in 3 weeks. Jeandra Kunaskaya, they have to be ready. Champion have to be ready.
Got you little Nunes and the minute once more. So you're obviously the featherweight queen. The Ultimate Fighter recently wrapped up the heavy hitters, and they crowned Macy Chiasson as the featherweight winner over Pani Kianzad. What do you think of both Macy and Pani and the fight that they had in the finale?
I met Penny personally, she went to my gym, I met her, and she's a great fighter, I always think she's gonna be the other girl, but they both did a good fight, and probably gonna be my next opponent, I'm happy, I'm happy to have a girl at 145 and fighting and growing the division. This is my big goal, I'm not fight just for myself, I fight for growing the division. I think the 145 division have a lot of potential for being the best division in the UFC for women, and because I'm fighting and I try my best.
There's still not a whole lot of fighters in the featherweight roster though. Is it sort of like frustrating that, like you said, you were waiting for 9 months just to get a fight, and you look at the rest of the roster, there's not a whole lot of female featherweights?
I'm waiting 9 months because UFC won I fight Amanda, because I have girls. In Bellator I have girls 145, and then they sign all the girls. Heavy girls no sign UFC yet in Bellator, and it's free for fight 145. I wait 9 months because Amanda won 9 months for training, because UFC I want to fight her. But not because I don't have opponent, because I have girls on 45.
Well, what's another potential opponent that you would like to see signed to the UFC?
All the girls 145 pounds should be UFC, fighting. I think for you can grow in the division, I think you have to fight each other. I don't think it's fair the girls 145 pounds sign just for fight me. I think they have to fight between a lot of girls, and then, and they fight for the belt. It's not because not fair with me, it's not fair with them. You want to sign UFC for fight Cyborg, your first fight Cyborg, but I think then for growing the division, I think I have to more girls 145, then fight each other, getting ready, getting confident, now I'm gonna fight Cyborg. I think it's better for the fans know the girls too. The girls have the opportunity to meet the other girls. We sell more per-per-view for people who want to see the fight. And but I think this is gonna getting better. I think it's gonna get better. I think UFC see that. I think, let's see.
Cris, Jeandra, Black Sports Online. So then is the key to developing females in that weight division, is it a tournament style would be productive? That way they get the exposure to the fans that you mentioned and they can work their way into a fight with you? Or what do you think of that approach for developing female talent?
They made it the house now, the girls that win the last tournament, and have a lot of girls there 135ers, not just 145. They cut a lot of girls 145 for the show. It made me really sad because I went there and they met a lot of girls. I think I had 31 girls there, and have a lot of girls 145. Then cut them because they didn't kind of make 135. I don't know, but I think have girls. You just have the opportunity. I think have a lot of events like Invicta, open the door. Shanna, she's always open the door for the girls. After I come back, I started fighting Invicta, and I was part of Invicta. My goal is the women's MMA growing, and then the 145-pound grow too. And she's opened the door again. Then have girls 145 fight there.
Do you think that you have the leverage to start that dialogue with the UFC to take that kind of approach to bring opponents to you, so you don't have to wait 9 months before you have an opponent again?
I think this is a UFC job, I don't want to wait 9 months for a fight anymore, this is happened this time, but I'm now 18 years old, I'm 33, and if I'm 18 years old, okay, I can't wait 9 months, but I'm 33 years old, and I think I'm in the good time in my career, and I'm going to continue fighting. I can fight in every 4 months, every 5 months, I want to do this, I know I have short time, I have to continue fight.
Cris, obviously there's a lot of girls, you have Julia Budd in Bellator, Kayla Harrison. Obviously they are in different companies, but just as a fan or just keeping an eye on it, do you watch their fights when they compete?
Sometimes, I love my job, but when I'm home, I really don't like watch fights. Sometimes I watch people I really know, it's my friends. But and then when I want to go with this fight, I just watch the last fight with who is my friend, But I watch the girls, I think Julia Budd is a very good fighter, maybe we can do champion against champion, we don't know. But I think if she's doing the good job for 145 pounds, it's good for me too. This is make the growing sport.
Kayla Harrison, as mentioned your name a couple of times. Are you familiar with her at all and her judo background and everything?
Kayla, she start talking about me, but she's having more fights her contract. People like to talk when you're not available for a fight. Maybe when she's available, she can start talking, and then we can fight.
RC Samo with Fanboy Nation. You have a background in Muay Thai. You fought in line fight. If there is another 9-month downtime, would you like to step back in the Muay Thai ring?
Maybe I can rematch Jorina Bars. I think it's just big challenge for me in my career. I like to fight. And let's see a lot of things have to change, gonna change. And for me, if you open the opportunity for me to fight, yeah, but before I do Muay Thai, I would like to do a boxing fight.
So does your current arrangement preclude you from taking a boxing fight? Say the opportunity arose for you to compete in a boxing match. Are you able, under your current contractual obligations, able to fight in a capacity outside of the UFC?
For now, for sure, my manager gonna talk to UFC. This is one dream I have. If I can do the dream, we don't know. You have to, my manager gonna handle this, but he knows what my goal. But for sure, before a Muay Thai fight, I'd like to do a boxing fight.
And would it be under Zuffa Boxing, since the two have been related in the past?
I really don't know. I just would like to do a boxing fight, but nothing where, who, nothing.
What did you think of Valentina's performance against Joanna on Saturday?
Yeah, Valentina did great. I knew she was gonna win, and she's like, I knew because she's have a lot of experience. But Joanna, I respect her. She have a lot of experience too. But I think the opportunity of Valentina always look like she's gonna get it in the fight, and then happen the fight. And I did on training here with her. She participated in my camp a little bit, and she's really fast. She's great, man. I think she's an amazing fight. Very explosive, very fast. I think she's gonna continue to champ a long time this weight. I think the girls 135 is gonna be hard for them.
Do you think that Did she give you any advice being in there with Amanda for so many times when she was in camp here?
You know, she's with Amanda 8 rounds together. You know, she's really know who's Amanda. She's follow her, and we talk a lot of things. You know, maybe after the fight you can tell a little more.
Hey Cris, now that you've had your run, you're champion, you've had this your 4th featherweight fight in 18 months. Do you feel like you're comfortable where you are in where you position in the UFC? Is it where you hoped you would be when you got there?
You know, it's funny. When I start fighting, my dream is to be UFC champion. You know, and then maybe in Japan too. You know, this is one dream I had. But when I went to UFC, get the belt, this dream I already take on my heart because it's so hard to get it there. But you know, my star is gonna shine everywhere I'm gonna fight. This is one thing I have in my heart. And then if you have the belt now, you know, it's something God gift for me, you know, and I'm really happy there, you know, I'm fighting and then I have the opportunity. I think I can help to grow the sport. I know everybody say, Ronda's the best fighter, Ronda, you know, I started this before her, and not only me, it's a lot of fighters before, you know, and then just sometimes I think then take my name, the history, but I started this. I started fighting, you know, I have a couple girls before too. And this is proof that. Takes so long, you know, I don't get a shortcut, short way, you know, I have to go a long way. And a lot of discipline, a lot of training, and a lot of praise, a lot of cry, a lot of smile, a lot of laughing, but you know, I get it, and then this I will continue, work hard for continue to be champion, for open the door for all the women's MMA.
And this fight against Amanda, does it feel like the big championship fight that you thought you would get once you came to the UFC? Does it feel important for you that way?
For me, I feel I don't like to put this pressure on my, you know, I like to say it's one more fight, I'm going to defend my belt one more time. You know, and I respect all my opponents. It's something I one more time, you know, I'm gonna fight. I'm prepared, I work really hard, and I was leaving God's hands who's gonna get to be the champion, continue, you know, the journey.